Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am. I've taken a break for a few hours today, and just kind of walked away from it for a little bit, and watched some Netflix. I'm stuck on this show called Lock Up. Right now, they're interviewing inmates of prisons in California. So I'm like really really stuck on this show. I absolutely love it. It's weird. I enjoy stuff like that. I am a criminal justice major, so watching stuff like that is actually kind of fun for me. We're gonna log back in here to into Blades Edge Mountains. Continue the achievement for On Blades Edge. Hang on here just a sec. We need to let everything load because if I get started before it all loads, we're in trouble. There we go. Are we all loaded? Yep, it sure looks like it. Okay. So what we need to do here, let me whisper my child here really quick. Because I don't want to alt tab out. Okay. All right. So here we go. Oh, I do need to make some food here really quick. So let's go ahead and make some food. There we go. All right. We have a few quests here. We need to eavesdrop on the Blood Maw Ogre's plans. And that's where our arrow is taking us now. So what we're going to go ahead and do is come down here to this area right here. There's a little thing where I can stand up on top of a shelf kind of like thing, and I can do this without having any issues, without getting attacked or anything like that, which is freaking awesome. And I can get this quest completed without any problems. Like right here. This is a taskmaster and a soothsayer. I'm not sure. Let me read the quest here. On Spirit's Wings, we need to find a taskmaster and a soothsayer engaged in conversation. So these guys right here would be what I'm after. I have to be landed to be able to do this, and I cannot do it with those guys aggroing me or anything like that. So here's that ledge I was talking about. I am in combat. I kind of want to get out of that here real quick. So let's fly out of that. Okay, let's see if I can land right here without... Nope. That taskmaster is just all about getting on to me. Okay, so let's kind of land right here and see how close I need to get here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get the bird over here to hear about the plans. So we've got that. So let's get out of here before we get into combat again. Next order of business is all back over here. So what we'll do is we'll go back over to Thunderlord's Stronghold and go ahead and turn this quest in. I tend to stick in kind of sort of in one area. I don't get into too much bouncing back and forth. I stick into one area until there's nothing else available for me to do. Since we came back here, that quest down there, we're actually going to be sent down there, so we'll go down there later. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here to Thunderlord's Stronghold. We're going to turn this quest in really fast and see if there's anything else that he wants us to do. If it's nothing major, we can fly back over to the other area and do that and do the quests over there. He's going to ask us to go down to Sea Baron Sablemane. That's that quest that we saw down there. So we're going to go ahead and go do that. We can come back at any time and take care of the other quests. Dude, get in here. Lay down. My trusty sidekick Duke all over the place. Alright, we are headed down here to see Baron Sablemane. He's going to be on the other side of the circle of blood. Okay. There he is. And we are going to go ahead and do his line of quests. We need to collect 7 crust burster venom glands. These guys are right over here. Not very hard to find. I just have to be really careful because they like to rush like that, and I become locked, spell locked. So I have to be really, really careful when I'm aggroing these guys. There we go. Gonna sit and eat for a second before we grab our next one. The young crust bursters, they do drop them, but not as frequently as the bigger ones. So I'm gonna let him run up on me. There we go. He didn't charge me like this one did, which is nice because I don't have to worry about being spell locked. There's a venom gland. So I've got my my sights set on this lockup show, and the last prison that they were in was San Quentin in California. They've done Cochrane, and San Quentin is the one where a lot of pretty violent inmates are held. I don't think Manson was held there, though. I think he was held in Corcoran. But Peterson is in San Quentin and all of that. Oh, I'm frost locked. So let's go ahead and sheep this one because I'm not locked to that. There we go. We'll get this guy down here shortly. There we go. Now we can deal with our sheep. See, some of them run up and charge, and some of them don't. And, you know, I probably would have been in fairly crazy trouble had that one that came up on us, if he had charged me and locked me. This is a greater crust burster. I'm going to throw up my ice barrier here to ensure survivability. He's not doing, I mean, he's doing some damage, but there we go. As you can see, not even the greater or the bigger crust bursters drop the venom glands. They do, it's just like with the little ones, it's random, and I do wish my ice barrier would keep my keep them from spell locking me. See, that was smart there. I just stopped casting when he got close enough, and when he did charge, I didn't get frost locked. They do like to poison. I wish I had a way to avoid the poisoning, but unfortunately I don't. Let's hold for a second until he gets a little closer. There we go. We're at 4 of 7 of those venom glands. I need to get 3 more, and I can't guarantee that the next 3 crust bursters that I kill are going to have the glands on them. I wish I could. Oh, that was lucky. He got on me right when I was doing an instant cast, right when my brain freeze procced, and I casted that on him, so I didn't get locked. I don't know how I'm managing that, getting off my instant casts right when they're about to hit me with that charge. One of these days, like we saw earlier, I'm not going to get that lucky. And I'll just get frost locked again. So I'm going to wait. And of course, he's not going to charge. The ones that I wait for don't charge. Go figure. 5 venom glands out of 7. Trying to avoid that big one. All the rocks tumbling over there, those are the bigger crust bursters. And I don't want to aggro him at the same time I aggro this guy who just frost locked me. So I told you I wasn't gonna, get away from it. If I had waited, he'd probably be dead by now. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and sit and eat. And hopefully this one here doesn't decide to go, oh hey, look, it's a Nightborn mage, let's go attack it. I mean, he is now because I hit him first, but... we could probably grab the big one right now. Kind of wait for him to get a little closer. Here he comes. What I don't like about these guys is they jump back down in the ground and come up in another spot. And when I'm right in the middle of a cast, I don't like it because, I sometimes I don't realize that they've moved, and I need to turn. So, my cast is pretty much wasted. I spent all that casting time on, say, for example, a flurry, and he moved right as I was finishing my cast. But we deal with it as it comes. Alright, this one didn't charge at me, which is kind of nice. There we go. I believe this particular quest leads us up to the poisoning of the stuff up in here. I've done that particular quest before, and it's not easy, but I mean, I managed to accomplish it. Okay, he's having me take this poison back to Thunderlord's stronghold. So we'll just fly back up over there, and we'll get that accomplished. Now, here we are. Now, I'm not sure where he's going to send me from here. My memory on this area is kind of sketchy. This is the poisoning with a marmot, with a little weasel, little thing here. So what we'll do is we're going to go do that first. Get that done and over with. What we'll do is we'll go up here and we will. There's a little hutch right there that's got the marmots in it. So I've got to go take kind of mind control, I guess. Mind control a marmot and run in there and poison each of these kegs. Now the cooldown on this thing is horrendous. It's a 6-minute cooldown. So if I get in there and I get caught right away, I have to wait 6 minutes for that thing to cool down for me to get control of another one. That's just crazy. I find that crazy. But if I do this right, I'll be able to get in there and at least get the first couple of them before I get caught. So I'm going to come down here, and what I usually do, the little marmot thing is right over, oh, where is it? Right there. This right here is the little marmot thing. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and clear out some of these mobs, because these mobs do take a little bit to respawn, and I have to kill them anyway. Now, if somebody has a better plan for how to do this quest without having to kill these right away, I am all ears. I usually have problems with this quest because I have a problem, you know, if these mobs are up, getting my marmot in. And because they're real, you know, you would think that they'd be afraid of something so freaking little, but they're not. You know, they chase it all over the place, and I have, and they catch me. They catch me every time. Every time. So what I'm going to do here is we've got these two down. Now there's usually one more I want to grab. And it's this pup right here. Excuse me. Sometimes there's an ogre up there, sometimes it's a pup, but I want to grab it and get it down, and so this way I can successfully navigate this and get this quest completed. This quest is not the easiest quest in the world. Okay, so we got those three down. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to hit those drums, and we're going to attempt this, and hopefully we're going to do it with very little to no issues. So here we go. Now I have the option of attacking. I can stealth, tossing an acorn. I have actually never used any of these, so I might do that this time. So let's stealth our little marmot and see if... Oh, okay. Well, this just goes to show me how easy this is going to be when the marmot is stealthed. I'm going to come here behind this and poison this grog. There we go. That did not break the stealth with it, which is great. I have never, ever done this so easily because I really hadn't paid attention to the stealth. I had always just come in here and done this and you know, run the risk of getting caught, or, you know, having to wait for the cooldown or anything like that. And now I know. Now I know. Okay, we're going to come over here and poison this last one here. And that is done. So I'm going to take my little marmot out here and get him out of the compound here, and then that's when I will take his I will end the control over him, and we'll take care of the rest of the ogres that we need to kill as soon as we're done, as soon as I get him over here. Now you'll notice my character here is stealth, which is nice. Okay. There we go. That's done. That was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I've never even paid attention that there was a stealth on that marmot's bar. And I didn't know that it was going to make it so freaking easy to get that quest done. And I wonder now, if I had left those two mobs up, would I still have been able to get in? That's an excellent question. So maybe one of these days, if I ever come back here, I will have to try that. But with the way it goes with scaled leveling now, I really don't even have to hit these zones anymore. I don't like it when they knock me down. Um, I can go straight from Old World to Northrend at 58. Instead of coming here until 68 and then going to Northrend, which, you know, to be honest with you, while I enjoy being in this area and I enjoy some of the storylines and some of the quest lines that are available in Outland, I'll be honest, I don't miss it. I really don't. I strictly came here for Loremaster, and that is it. Once I have it, I'm done. I'm going to sheep this Taskmaster here because, there we go. Sheep the Taskmaster and get back to the Soothsayer here. Soothsayer is fancy name for Warlock. He's throwing shadow bolts at me, and he has I killed his imp minion already. I really don't need to kill these Taskmasters, but I do need to kill and you know, I don't even need to really kill the Soothsayers either, so I don't know why I aggroed that guy. I have no idea. None. Probably just because he was in my color zone here, and I thought that they were ones that I needed. Well, apparently I do not. So we are going to go back this way to complete this quest. My little partner in crime here is a little antsy. Okay. Here's a Warlock. And he thinks he's going to smash me. I think that's cute. He thinks he's going to smash me. That's really, really cute. There's a Mauler we need. Gonna go ahead and get him down. And these guys tend to knock me down, so there we go. I get me mad, you get smash in face. Somebody needs to teach these Warlocks proper English. Or these ogres proper English, but that's okay. I can't complain too much. There we go. He is down. We've got a wolf on the other side here, and I don't want to mess with him if I don't have to, and I really don't. So, going to come grab this Mauler. I think there's a Mauler coming up on my right. Hopefully he doesn't aggro while I'm trying to get this guy down. Alright, I'm going to sit and eat. Not sure where that Mauler went. There he is. He's right over there. He's patrolling up and down the thing. Duke, get in here. Come here. Lay down. The pup is trying to get my attention. He does not want me on game right now, which is really sweet of him, but I need my play time. I need my play and record time. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. I have a friend of mine, oh, Brewmaster. Looks like I'm going to get drunk. A friend of mine who is expecting a baby in the next couple of months. She's been having some issues with her pregnancy, but you know, she's still sending me ultrasound pictures and things like that, which is awesome. I made her. She lives in the city that I used to live in, and I made her a promise that I would come back to the city that I moved from and visit her after the baby's born and see her and her other half after the baby's born. And I intend on keeping that promise. I really like this girl. I saw a picture of an ultrasound that she just had on Facebook, and she just sent it to me in Messenger. So as soon as I am finished with this video, I'm definitely going to have to acknowledge that existence. I don't want to do it while I'm on camera with you guys. There we go. There's that Mauler down. Let's go ahead and get this Warlock while we're here. And while he's here. I'm always hesitant about killing minions before I kill the caster. I'm always afraid that the caster is going to bring in another minion. So far, that hasn't been the case. I mean, but there's always that distinct possibility that that could happen. Here is our 9th Mauler. We're going to grab him before he goes up the ramp. There we go. And I believe there is a Warlock in this hut. Right here. I need... Oh, looks like there's one of each. So I'm going to sheep the Mauler, because the Warlock is a smidge easier to deal with. And we'll get this Warlock targeted, and he's technically not in line. There we go. He was technically not in line of sight. I don't know why. I could see him just fine. But Blizzard has this, you know, and please don't get me wrong. I really enjoy playing this game, and I enjoy, make sure I get a tap on that. I'm not going to let this guy steal my quote-unquote thunder. Anyway, now don't get, please, with what I'm about to say, please don't get me wrong. I really enjoy playing this game, and I enjoy being part of the World of Warcraft community. Love it, love it, love it. It's just sometimes I think that Blizzard has some strange ideas for some things, like, you know, line of sight. I could see the mob just fine, but according to Blizzard's rules, he was still out of line of sight. I don't understand that, but okay. Okay. I will abide by your rules, Blizzard, for line of sight. And just move. Okay. We are going to land here and turn in these 2 quests for the smallest creatures and crush the Bloodmaw camp. Turn those quests in and see where we're at. A little on the tired side this afternoon. I guess sitting on the couch and watching 3 hours of TV will do that to you. We need to collect his... this guy's sack, and that's going to be actually really easy. The only thing this is going to do is add 10 versatility, so I think we'll go ahead and wear those. I'm still completely not sure as to what versatility does. I've done a little bit of research on it, and I'm still not exactly sure what the point is. You know, you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm not sure as to what I'm going to go ahead and sell some stuff here while we talk about this. I'm not sure what good versatility is. Now, I suppose it makes my spell casting better. You know, I have done a little bit of research, but not enough to really make a whole lot of difference in there we go. Fix everything here. going to open up these wands because I'm going to need those when I go back over to that other camp. To steal this guy's sack, we have to go up here by the circle of blood. And we have to set loose a little animal that confuses this particular mob, because there's no way I could probably take him down on my own. That would be the only other option. And I like that Blizzard has come up with a way of distracting particular mobs to get what we need to get. So we're going to come down here, and we're going to get this sack here from Grolok. He is usually up here on this little ridge. There he is. And his sack is about right behind him. Now, if I were, or it was right next to him, this guy, well, I could probably take him. If I put up my shield and my mirror images, I could probably take him. But we're going to do this the right way and actually summon the animal that is supposed to make this guy crazy. And here he comes. I'm going to move out of the way. And while he's chasing that pig, I'm going to run up here and get this sack. And then we're going to get out of the way before he decides that that pig is just no fun. Okay, turning this quest in is the next priority. We actually have to go down and turn it in with the guy down here for the ring of blood. There is another quest down here that I was unaware of. So let's see what this guy wants us to do. He wants us to go talk to somebody up here. Okay, well, here are some more quests that I was unaware of that even existed. So we will definitely go do those. That will be a learning experience for both of us. So we collected his sack, and we're going to turn this into Baron Sablemane. And he wants us to take a trap back to it looks like there is over here for Grolok has 2 skulls. I wonder if we have to kill him for that. Let's find out, shall we? And then even Gron have standards. Not sure where that is at. So I think what we're going to do is I'll throw up my barrier, my mirror images, and we'll see if we can take this guy down. And maybe he has the, he's carrying the thing that we need to get off of him. So let's go ahead and try this. I am willing to bet we'll be able to get him down because he isn't elite. And we've dealt with elite mobs and mirror images and the shield. So and we've made it. There is the skull. Yes, we did have to kill him. So we'll get that picked up. Okay. Now, had I known that we were going to need to do that, I would have just waited and not summoned the pig and just killed him. My screen is doing that strange thing again with my character coming at the screen. Not sure what that's all about. If some of you recall that we had I had a video driver update. I still have not updated that for those of you that want to know. I should, but I have not as of yet. So maybe I'll do that later. Maybe I can get better screen resolution. I had it just fine. when I first came back to WoW, when I moved here. My screen resolution was pristine, and now I have to drop it down to way low to get any kind of decent frame rates or anything like that. Okay. They are asking us to go up over here to do to kill all that stuff, and that's all fine and good. But what we're going to do actually is we're going to come over here and see if we can get Magok. We're going to do that first, and then we're going to take care of these two quests down here, Vex Lane and the testing the wands, and then depending on where. They want us to fly to Stone. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh wait. Okay, that's down here. Even Gronhav Standards is down here, so we'll do that in a little while. I am not of a mind to do that right now. We're gonna fly over here and get the treasure chest. We'll go finish. We'll go finish getting Vex slain and testing the wands, and then we will we'll probably fly over there and get the standard. All right, now we just need to find that big guy that was roaming around here earlier when we were trying to get raptor ribs and serpent flesh. He's got to be around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure of it. There he is. Excuse me. We're going to do the same thing we did. We're going to ice barrier and mirror image because he does have this about the same amount of health as the last guy that we took down. And it's really just safer this way. It really is. He smacked me twice already, and that barrier has kept my health from going down that far. Right now, he's currently focused on my images, so that's actually kind of nice. There we go. And here is his treasure chest. Okay, so we got that. Now let's head down to take care of the other set of quests that we have. So we're going to go over this way, and we're going to fly down through here, and we have to test these wands on ogres, I believe. And since it's been a while since I've done this particular quest line, I really do not recall what some of these wands do. But we're gonna do what the quest giver tells us. We're gonna test them, and we're gonna go from there. So we have to test them on ogres. We cannot test them on the oh, I'm missing infused crystals. So okay. He frostlocked me. And he frostlocked me for a crazy amount of time. I don't like that. So I guess I need to get 4 crystals and infuse the crystals at a spell circle, and then test these things. I don't understand. It's okay. I'll get over it. I'll get over it. Okay, here we go. All right, we've got 1 down. No crystal there. I'm not sure if I need 1 or if I need 4, so I guess we're going to find out here in just a minute. No crystal there. Okay, let's back up here and look at the quest. It may be that I need to There's an infused crystal off of the Arakoa in the area. So I guess I just need to kill these guys until I get an infused crystal. I am unsure how I feel about, having to dig through these mobs just to get something that I need to complete a quest. I mean, I don't understand why they couldn't just give it to me. Just give me what I need. Let me do what you want me to do so we can be done. I guess it's a whole point in a whole point for, more experience points and more experience in the quest line and things like that. Not a single one of these guys has dropped a crystal yet. I already have 2 squirrels, so I don't need to mess with that. I'm trying to get an achievement for unique pets, and so I'm constantly, looking at the pets in the area and going, okay, do I have that one? We may go ahead and start heading in to get Vec because I know he's in the cave. There's the crystal. Okay, so let's see if... Oh. No, it consumes the crystal. And I was too close to him because he aggroed me. And when he beats on me, I am unable to get the thing off. And if I was smart, I would have just thrown up my frost barrier. Excuse me. I've got a frog in my throat apparently. Okay, so let's try this again. We'll go over here to this guy. Out of range. There we go. Oh, I get a friend. Alright, so we're going to go in here and find yet another crystal so we can test yet another. Oh, and he broke his little friendliness. So while he's doing that, I'm going to sheep him. He is no longer my friend. Oh, hang on. Nope, he didn't have a crystal. That's okay. So since he's no longer my friend, I'm going to kill him. I should have known that wouldn't last very long. Now, some of these ogres, it looks like I may have to go ahead and kill, because I do need the crystals to test the wands. It consumes the crystal when you test a wand. So, since I don't have 3 other crystals, and I will have to come through here and probably kill ogres until I find more crystals. I'm going to get this storm caller here because the storm callers, these Arakoa are the ones that drop the crystals. So I kind of want to, we're going to sheep you. Maybe I'll get a couple of crystals off of these 2 Arakoa. And then I can test a couple of wands on a couple more dredgers. I don't like that you're doing that. Thank you. I did get 1 more crystal, which is great. So we will go ahead and test out a wand here. Now I know he's going to come out of friendship with me. But When he, but right now he's fighting for me. So I'm going to, just kind of leave him be. We've got 2 minutes remaining on that crystal control. So let's test another wand here. There we go. Oh, he decided he was going to aggro. That's fine. But we got the wand tested. That was the important part. Of course, he'd have to frostlock me for 6 seconds. My main source of causing trouble here. I don't know how much time I've got left on this guy. 20 seconds. So while I'm eating for 20 seconds, I'll have a... I should be okay. I'm going to give him a minute to decide what he's going to do, if he's going to aggro me or what. And he just might. He just might, because that's yep, that's about what they do. We're going to sheep the Arakoa and deal with the ogre. I probably should have sheeped the ogre and dealt with the Arakoa first, to be honest with you. That's probably what I should have done. I'm going to throw up a barrier here. I find myself in these higher levels using this barrier a little more often. I still don't use it as often as a lot of other people do, but I find myself using it a little more often because I'm I find myself in a little more trouble, I believe the guy we have been sent in here to kill is down here. I'm going to sit and eat for a second. I wish that one had given me a crystal so I could test this last wand. But he did not. But there is a Dreadhawk next to him. So let me get this guy. And maybe he'll drop a crystal. And then this way, on my way out, all I have to do is just kill things and I'm good. Just to get out. Nope, no crystal. Let's see if I can get around this ogre. Nope. That's fine. There is Vec. That's the behind the ogre. You can probably see his name right here. That's the guy we've been sent in here to kill. Fingers are locking up on me. It's really hard to push button cast when I can't. My fingers are locking up. Okay, he had no loot. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to make some more food here, and then I'm going to sit and eat before I take on Vec. That would be the wiser choice. He does have 31k health, so I may go ahead and pop at least a barrier. And if I think it needs it, I'll pop my images as well. So far, we're doing pretty good. He cannot hurt me too bad because of the barrier. Not bad at all. Okay. Let's move back down here and see if we can find another Arakoa with a crystal and then another ogre so we can test this last wand. Of course, this particular ogre has to aggro instead of, just kind of leaving me alone, waiting for this Arakoa to show up. We're going to sheep him. That frost barrier helped out a lot. I probably would have lost more than half my health because of the ogre and the ogre beating on me and the stormcaller sending lightning after me. Yeah, I'm not going to let you keep doing that. There we go. All right. And no controlling crystal there. I just need one more. I just need one more. So now that we're headed out, we should find a few more Arakoa out here. In fact, here's one right here. And hopefully these Arakoa will drop that one more crystal that I need, so I can control this last ogre, so I can be done with this quest. And he did not. I don't think these Dreadhawks drop them. I think it's the casters that normally do. But I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. We're going to top up the health here. And get this Stormcaller. Thinking about doing a little bit of getting out tomorrow. Getting out of the house. Tomorrow is payday, and I have there's a few things that need to be done for the house, and I might need to do a little bit of running around. We have to put back some money for our trip next week. If you all recall, my mom got sick just around the time of the last one, and we were not able to make that date. And now we've rescheduled to the end of the month. I'm really hoping this works out, because the last 2 times that we have scheduled something, you know, my mom's had to cancel for one reason or another. You know, first she's sick, first she was the weather was bad where they live. This time she was sick. I mean, I get it. I do. I've gotten to a point in my life where I dislike looking forward to things, and you know, when I start getting so excited about something, and when I get so excited about something, you know, I want it to happen, and I got excited about the February trip, and the February trip didn't happen. So we rescheduled for this month, and the original date for this month didn't happen. Now we've scheduled again for this month, and I'm not sure that it's going to happen. I'm afraid that, you know, it's going to be canceled for one reason or another. You know, my sister, the plan is this. My sister lives, now my mom lives in Nebraska. I live in Oklahoma. My mom and my daughter and my granddaughter live in Nebraska. I live in Oklahoma. My sister, my little sister, lives in Kansas. The plan was, or is, for me and my other half to drive up to Kansas, to where my sister lives, pick her up, and we're meeting in a select location in Kansas. Then my mom would pick up my daughter and my granddaughter and my daughter's boyfriend, and we would meet in that select location in Kansas. Now, like I said, for the past 2 arrangements, you know, it hasn't happened. My sister, for this last time, said that she was really trying really, really hard not to cancel because of work. Now, my sister is a manager. She does an excellent job at what she does. And she, she's really moved up in the ranks, and she works really, really hard, and she does a great job for what she does. And I applaud her. I really, really do. It's just I miss my family. I do. I am a family person, and I have not. My daughter and the baby and her other half came down here. Well, her other half was on vacation, and they stayed for a few days, and it was really nice to see her and the baby. And we went up to where, and this goes into another story that I'll tell you guys about in a minute. We went up to where her older brother is buried, and we spent some time with him, and we went to a bookstore, and we had a lot of fun. Um, it's just it's different being this far away from my family, and because of my own choice. And it is because of my own choice. And no, I'm not really complaining. I'm where I need to be, and I'm happy, and I feel good, and I'm not so upset and hurt and wanting to cry myself to sleep every night anymore. I'm not, which is great. I don't need that. And it's just, it's I've just never been this far away from my family, by my own choice. My mom used to live in Kansas and Oklahoma, before I got her from Oklahoma, or no, from Kansas, I'm sorry, and brought her to live with me in Lincoln, in Nebraska. And, I kind of saved her. I had to. She's my mom. Um, but, now that I've moved south, I'm not in. I used to be able to see the grandbaby every day whenever I wanted to see her. I could see my mom on a regular basis whenever I wanted to see her, and now we have to coordinate days and times, and make sure that that everybody has nothing to do that day, and all of that. And it's just different. It's just very different. And yeah, I miss my family. I haven't seen my sister since my grandmother died. Last time I saw her was at the funeral. So it's going to be really nice to see my sister again. My sister has not met um, the grandbaby yet, and grandbaby is going to be 4 months old here pretty soon. Oh my gosh, time flies. She's getting big. And I haven't seen the grandbaby since late January. Um, maybe yeah, I think it was late January or late February. I really can't remember. But I haven't seen the baby in a while, and I miss. It was late January, and I miss my family. So I'm trying really hard not to get my hopes up. I don't want to be the only one who is doing the traveling, because I plan on going back to the city that I left, every year. I have a friend who is in lockup there, and I made a promise to him that I would come back every year and visit. And I also promised that I would see my friend's baby after she had her baby. And so somewhere in May, June, or July, probably June or July, because the baby is due in the middle of May. Um, we'll go back and see them, save up the money and go back and see them. Stay for, maybe 3 or 4 days, and then come back. It's not that long of a drive either. It's like 6 hours, 6.5 hours, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. If we left early, we could, left here by 6, we could be there by noon. And yeah. And see, I love road trips. Absolutely love road trips. So the prospect of getting out on the road, and even the reward at the end of the trip is seeing my family. You know, I'm wicked excited, wicked excited. I think that if this one falls through, I'm probably not going to make plans for another one because I can't. I'm having a hard time coping with the fact that, yeah, I know people, people have jobs to do and they get sick, and the weather turns foul, and it's not my fault and it's not their fault, but damn, it sucks. All right, so what we're doing here is we are killing ogres here to collect totems. We already killed the leader right here, um, but we're killing ogres to collect totems. Um, it's I think I've gotten the majority of my totems off of the mystics, and I think it's just the mystics. Those are the only casters that are here. But we need 5 of them. We've gotten 4 so far, so we only need 1 more. I'm going to come over here and grab this mystic and get him down. That one over there, I think he patrols back this way, so I'm hoping I get this mystic down before he comes back in. We shall wait and see. If not, there's always a sheep with his name on it. I don't think he got that off. Well, he does not have one on him. Here's another mystic. We're going to grab him. We have an instant cast with our brain freeze. Instant cast on flurry with our brain freeze. You guys can't hear that right now, but this thing over here is making a humming, like a humming sound. And that was I did not mean to hit that button. Blink was not not the button I wanted. I wanted to hit my counter spell. Okay, so we've gotten all 5 of our totems here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head back over here to turn these 2 in. And then we'll probably fly down to do this standard quest. And we'll go from there. I think we'll just fly to Shat, though. Well, I have a port to Shat. Why am I talking about flying? Because of where it's located, it's kind of just right outside Shat. And I think what it's trying to tell me to do, yeah, it's trying to tell me to fly to Stonebreaker Hold. Now, if it's telling me to fly to Stonebreaker, but it's outside Shat, okay. I lost my train of thought there for a second. My kiddo was asking me about food for her warrior. She needed oh, did you have another quest, or did I not get that one? There we go. Okay, oh, here we go. All right, so what we're going to do, let me scroll out here and look where this is at. Okay, this is telling me to fly to Stonebreaker Hold. Now, I can fly to Shat and get to that easier. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fly to Shat here. Why fly? I can teleport. So let's make this quick. We're going to teleport to Shat. And then I can fly back. Not a problem. My daughter is needing food on her warrior that is not conjured. She needs cooked food. And she's asking what kind of food I can cook. And, my demon hunter can cook just about anything. My demon hunters, okay. She needs food for her warrior, the kind of food that does not disappear after it's been conjured, um, a half an hour after she logs out. Um, and I don't have any of that on my mage because I mean my mage has cooking, but her cooking is crap. Now my demon hunter, whose cooking is not maxed, but it is in the 700 level range, so she can make all sorts of stuff. I'll have to. She's asking if I can get that for her, and I'll have to see what I have, what kind of recipes I have that she can use. Okay, so we're here in Terracar Forest to get this uh, battle standard. I need to see what kind of... Oh, I actually don't need to do anything. There we go. Somebody else already killed that guy, which makes it so much easier for me. So that's less work that I have to do. So we're going to fly back down here to Shat, and then we'll fly back to what's the closest place that I can fly to. That we'll fly back to Thunderlord Stronghold because all three of these quests are right up here. And turn those in and see what's next. This, like I said before, when I picked those up, that whole line is flat new to me. I have never done those quests. I have never seen those quests. Most likely because I have done a lot of just jumping around in that zone. Okay, back to Thunderlord Stronghold. Okay, while we're flying, we'll talk about this. I've never seen those quests before, so I haven't had the opportunity to even get involved with them. So I don't know what didn't, if I can talk, know what to expect and what I needed to do. Now. What it looked like was that particular mob that we got the standard from was kind of like those other two that we did kill. So I probably would have had to thrown up a barrier and my mirror images and all that. You know, now that I think about it, I probably could have hearthed back because my hearth is set to Thunderlord Stronghold. But that's okay. We're already on the taxi. We're passing over. We're getting ready to pass over the only flight point that I could stop at. So it's fine. It is fine. You guys will probably notice that I tend to ramble a lot, go back and forth from subject to subject, and part of it is, my this is going to sound really bad. My attention span. I have attention span to that is solid enough to focus on what I'm doing. Like if I'm reading a book or if I'm watching Netflix or if I'm playing WoW or, having a serious conversation with somebody. I can sit and I can focus on that. But when I'm doing two things at once, something usually falls by the wayside. Like with this, I'm playing WoW and I'm talking to you guys. Now, the thing that ends up falling by the wayside is talking to you guys and remembering what the subject matter is that we're talking about or that I'm talking to you about. I have a hard time focusing on more than one thing at once. Like last night, my other half and I were sitting and having a conversation. We were laying in bed, getting ready to sleep, and we're having a conversation about old injuries and how those injuries were caused. And I told him about my knee and you know, how that happened and what caused it. And I told him about my overheating and hyperventilating blackout sessions. You know, I only had two that I can recall. Um, but um, I don't know. You know, so we're sitting there and we're talking about that, and you know, I can focus when you know we're having conversations like that, and but if it when I get to doing more than one thing, I get distracted. I do, and I guess that I'm hoping that I'm not the only one. Um, I know it happens with other people that I know that I don't converse with much anymore. All right, we just landed at Thunder Lord Stronghold, if I can talk, and we're gonna come and turn these three quests in, and let's see what he has for us. Okay. Okay. I am unsure where that's at. Over there, apparently. Okay. Well, we'll go do that in a little bit. I'm thinking we're going to come back down here and do these Lesser Nether Drakes and Dreadwing. And then, you know, this particular zone is a little harder to do the big circle in like some of the other zones. Um, because of how, and if you look at my quest log, because of how few quests they give us at one given time. Now, I could probably fly over to Ruin Weld, where I have that turn in right there, and get a whole bunch more, but most of those are over in that area. And I don't want to go over into that area quite yet. I'd like to get, you know, at least another or achievement progress before we head over there. That would be nice. I mean, not necessarily necessary, but it would be nice. I do need to be careful here. There is an alley camp to my left. Um, Not feeling the dying today. So we're going to kind of slowly but surely make our way around there. Okay. Here we have to kill these drakes around this totem to get the essences. And I'm kind of glad that oh, he's resistant to frost. Oh, that's fun. All right, so we're going to put the ice barrier up, and hopefully we can get him down with half of the stuff he's resisting. I may need to change specs. Yeah. I may need to change specs. Because he's resisting half of the stuff that I am throwing at him. I may need to go arcane. When I do hit him, I hit him pretty good. I'll just throw another ice barrier up. And I think what we'll do is we'll go back to where we have an inn. Because I need to be in a rested state to be able to change my spec. At least I think I do. There we go. I got lucky with that one. Let me see if I can change it here. I'm hesitant to do that, though. I really am. I can do it here. Okay. That's fine. We'll switch to arcane. We're going to kind of move things around just a little bit. And I'm not gonna I have to remember how to play arcane. But he seems to be taking taken this pretty well. So I think we'll just stick to do an arcane with he's resisting this as well. Oh wow. No, I know what happened. I didn't let my character get mana before I okay. Let's get some mana here. I do have to go back in my bag because I don't have all my stuff on my bar. And that's only because, you know, I just switched specs and frankly, I'm not going to continue leveling Arcane. I am just gonna I am just going to run Arcane for the purposes of this quest. Now, leveling Arcane is a lot different. Um, you have to watch your bubbles here, because if you don't, and and if you don't, you definitely run the risk of running out of mana way too fast. Because with each bubble, with each bubble you fill, your mana cost for your spells goes way up. So I have to keep those amount of bubbles down if I want to keep low mana costs. And I kind of dislike having to do that, but it is what it is. These drakes seem to resist the frost more than they resist the arcane. So we're gonna deal with this. Pop down here and get some more mana and some health. And let's see what kind of other trouble we can cause here. I don't want to aggro any of these flayers. Not really. Here's a drake. But yeah, this is going to make this interesting. They seem to... Oh, I need to pop that off. And the mana regen, I've noticed, on an arcane mage is not as high as on a frost mage. You know, I run out of mana faster with this particular spec. And it really does boil down to ensuring that I'm properly casting. You know, it takes a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of where's my totem? I'm going to move back this way. Maybe I can get in range of this totem again. There we go. Because I don't know where my totem went. It's not in my bag anymore. Yeah, my totem completely disappeared. Huh. I wonder where it went. And there are no more drakes. Did it only have a certain amount of charges? That's interesting. Let's see if I can go get this drake's attention and drag him back. Well, I guess not, because there is a 110 undead over here doing this quest as well. And since that is not my totem, I may have to go back and get another totem. And Dreadwing is dead. So we'll have to wait. I really don't know what happened to my totem. I really, really don't. That's kind of disconcerting. Very disconcerting. Well, we're waiting for this one to respawn and that 110 to get out of our way. We'll disenchant that stuff, and hopefully when this mob respawns, I'll be able to get a hit in on it. It will frustrate me to no end if I have to wait for it to respawn again. The interesting thing is, it could be actually around here anywhere. This thing patrols. Well, he's faded. Dreadwing has faded. There he is. I don't have anything spec'd here, so I'm very afraid that I'm not going to be able to get this guy down because I don't have anything spec'd. I am running out of mana already, so we're going to hit that evocation. Yeah, I have come to dislike Arcane over the past few months that I've been running Frost, just because the mana cost. Oh my word, the mana cost is horrendous to get anything done if you're not careful with the way you cast. And I am guilty of you know, just running out of mana in the middle of a freaking dungeon because I'm not careful on how I cast. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Okay, so we've gotten Dreadwing down, which is great. He was actually, yep, he's just level 69. Okay, so I need to go back to the, it's fine, we'll just ride the Wind Rider. Go back to the quest giver and possibly see if we can get a new totem. Because I don't know what happened to my other totem. I'm thinking that it only had so many charges, and I was unable to complete that quest because I dropped too many totems at too many points in time. Okay. So let's go up to the quest giver here. This is our quest giver. There we go. We got another totem, which is great. And it only has 5 charges. That's why. Okay. Okay, Kiddo's going to need money, and here in a little bit I need to end this video because I don't want to run it too long. We only need 2 more, so I really only need to get the attention of 2 more drakes, and then I can switch back to Frost. But like I was saying, I have really, I have really come to really like Frost because of the lack of mana issues that I tend to have with Arcane. And yes, while some things are you know, I don't. I'm having a hard time articulating what I'm trying to say here, I guess. I don't have the mana problems. I don't. Not when I play Frost. I also don't have the health problems, as you can see, because of the lack of slowing the mobs down when I cast on them. They're getting to me faster, and I really, honestly, I don't like that. I don't. So I'm going to move this guy back here because I got his attention. We'll get him close to this totem. If this totem disappears, then we'll throw down another one. Not a problem. With this particular spec, I'd probably have to keep this barrier up all the time. And we all know how I feel about the barriers. And even the arcane barrier, I don't like. I don't. Maybe this spec will be a little more viable at endgame, but right now it's just not. It's just not. And I dislike that. I also dislike that this guy's resisting all my spells at this point. I need to throw down another totem really fast before he dies. Well, I guess I have 2 down now, but that's fine. There we go. Okay, since we got this quest complete, I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to Frost because I just can't do this. I cannot do it. There we go. That is so much better. Oh my lord. Okay, so we're gonna fly back over here, and now that we've got all my stuff back in working order where it's supposed to be, we'll fly back over here. We're going to turn this in, and we will end this video right where it's at. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Make sure you are liking, commenting, and subscribing. Come hang out with me for some more on Blade's Edge. I'm thinking that we might get pretty close to some more achievement progress. We'll have to wait and see. Not quite sure yet, because the achievement is, I'm going to stop here for a sec, right here. The only thing that we've really done is Thunderlord Stronghold for the progress. So I'm hoping that we're getting somewhere. We have to collect some light orbs, and we will take care of that. And there we go. We are going to stop here for now. I need to send my kiddo some money, and then we will come back and we'll get on to this. Thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you again soon.